Hello, Jim here, Smokey here. I wanted to put together this video for you so that you could get an idea of the do's and don'ts with Smokey, the hand signals and such. I know Smokey and his brother are the fourth and fifth dogs I've done for you, but it's nice to have a little video reference points on how to do certain things. As we know, he's a Dobie, he's 8 months old. The thing about 8 months, 6 months, 7 months, 9 months, 10 months, they're still full of puppy. They get excited, they get a little distracted at times. We encourage them to do the right thing. If they don't do it, we bite them if we ask them to do something. But if they do it, we want to make sure that we encourage them to do it, okay? Let them know how good they did and praise them once they've done it. Very first thing we're going to do is the let's go command. When we do the let's go command, you know, we want him by our side or behind us. We don't want him out in front. Out in front, he's leading. More importantly with him, when he's out in front, he can't see what we want. That's why we want to try to be beside him and him beside us so we can always feed off what we're doing. Even when him and his brother are working together and they're walking together, if you're walking them together, we still want to keep them to your side, okay? So very first thing, let's go. Here, my boy, trying to encourage him. Atta boy, let's go. Pat him up a little bit. Good. We turn, he turns. I turn, he has to watch where I'm going. Sit. Hand signal for sit. Atta boy. He loves to be loved. I think you can see that right now. Good boy. We pat him, praise him at the same time. Remember, good words, good touch at the same time. We can use treats at times, but in his part and his brother's, I don't like to use a lot of treats because then they'll start looking for the treats. I want them to listen to my command and do what I ask. Now, if he didn't sit right now or if he got up, I would take that leash and tap it straight up and tell him, no, sit, good boy. And you know we talked about consequence, but we're not here to hurt him at all. We don't want him to fear us or anything else. Break. That's the release command. When I release him, I'll go break. He can do anything he wants except for jump on me, pull me on the leash, or anything along those lines. He is with me on a leash. Off leash when I break him, he can do whatever he wants. He can run wherever you will allow him to run and do whatever you will allow him to do. But on leash, he cannot pull. All right, buddy, let's go. Here we go. Sit. Hand signal. Good boy. He did. If he didn't, it'd have been to tap up on the leash. Next, we're going to do the COME command. He can't spell, I promise you. If you ever see a dog getting ready to anticipate a command that you're doing, and I'm not certain he was doing that there, but you would look at it and then let's go. Go to a different command. We don't want him anticipating us. I'm pretty certain he wasn't anticipating. That was just him resetting his written. All right, let's go. What did I do there? I don't want him smelling the ground when we're walking. So I tap the leash. Sit. So now we're going to do the DOWN from the side, okay? When I do this from the side, he's got to go straight down to the ground and lay down and stay down until I tell him to get up. If he does it down, I'm going to tap the leash like that towards the ground. Sit is up. No, down. Down. Good boy. And he has to stay there until I release him. Remember, if he didn't down, I'd have gone, no, down. That's a good boy. Just like in sit, he has to stay in down until I release him. Now, if I wanted him to be there for a while, I could take my open palm, stay. And he's going to be there. Now he can relax. He can roll over on his side. He can smell the ground. He can chew on a bone, but he still has to stay in the down command, okay? Just regular down means he's got to stay down until we're ready for him to move again. He needs to be sort of waiting for us. Down stay is pack your bags. You're going to be there for a while. Break. Let's go. Sit. Good. Now from in front, down, atta boy. So again, he's in the down command until I release him. Next is the COME. Listen to my voice. This would be one place on the COME command that I don't mind using a treat, okay? On leash, we want him to come to us and pretty much sit down in front of us. At the end of that, we praise him. Come. Atta boy, I'll give him a little treat. Attaboy, good boy. At the end of the come, he needs to sit. He needs to hold it until we release him. Good boy. Break. So, use a treat a lot of times to teach a new command, to teach a new trick. I'll use a treat sometimes just to reward him because I like to give treats. On the come command, I'll use a treat an awful lot because I want to help. I'll use a treat, but I'll also say come and give the hand signal and give a lot of love at the end of it when I give him the treat because I want that to be the happiest moment in the world. Never would I call him to us. He came, he sat, good boy, and we'd go put him up. Never would I call him to us and punish him. We want him to come to us because it's one of the happiest things in the world. Hope that makes sense. Let's go. So now we've got sit. Good. Come. Right up in front, sit. Attaboy. Next is the heel command. Didn't mean to step on your foot. Heel. Hand signal. The heel command, he's beside us. When we stop, he sits, not sit. He was going to sit, but it was a little slow for me. I want him to pretty much sit at the end. So when it took a second or two for him to do it, I tapped up. No sit. Watch do it again. Heel. So if he does it again, good boy. Break. Let's go. Good boy. Come on. Sit. Okay. Look at it. Come on. Attaboy. Teach him to load up into a vehicle, get up on a piece of furniture. Wouldn't let him on furniture without you asking him, but we're teaching him how to climb when we tell him to load up. Praise him, love him, see how much love he likes. Break. Good boy. When we break him, remember, loose on leash, he can't pull. Sit. Let's go back and visit that heel again. Heel. Step off. Good. Now, I hope you go back, break, and play the video over, and you'll see the difference between the first time and the second and third time. Let's go. No, let's go. See how I did that? What did I do there? I set him up, because right there behind the camera is a cat that just jumped up on the truck. Got his attention. That was a perfect chance for me to see if I could get his attention for him to come with me. Sit. Good. Right, let's go. Next thing, last thing is the PLACE command. PLACE, the place command, is for him to get on his bed, lay down, sit down, stand up, read a book, I don't care, as long as he stays on his bed. Of course, your bed is primarily going to be inside. Out here, there have been other dogs on it, cats on it, but that's okay. He's got to learn that the bed is someplace for him to get, and he has to stay there until I release him. An hour, 2 hours at a time, he can do this. Soon as his fourth foot hits the bed, we're going to praise him. If he starts to come off, we're going to tap the leash. No, no, no. Place. Here's the hand signal. You'll see me point. Place. Attaboy. 4 foot went on. I praised him. Good. He wants to stand up. That's fine. If he sits, I'm going to tell him good boy. If he lays down, I'm going to tell him good boy. Okay? All I want is him to stay on that bed. I could give him a bone, a toy, anything else he wanted, I could give it to him, but he has to stay on the bed until I release him. So I'm going to give him a second, see what happens. It's real important that when he does what we want, we praise him. If he does something that we don't like, we need to make a mental note of it, because he's going to tend to do that over and over again. And the next time we go to do that command, if he doesn't do it, we're in a position to tap the leash. Remember, we're not here to hurt him, but we are here to nip him and let him know that's wrong. No tap, words and touch. When he does what we ask, we follow it with praise. Good boy. So he's staying on the bed. I want to praise him. Reinforce the praise. Right. Let's go. Up. I changed my mind. Play. Attaboy. Good boy. So he sat that time. I'm happy with that, was he's on his bed. Right, good boy. Let's go. Try to, whenever you verbally praise, do your best to try to physically praise him. Try to praise at least 20 times more during a day than we provide a bite. Start off working with him in as distraction-free an environment as you can. Yeah, he's going to make a mistake. There's only been one perfect being to ever walk this world. You know, you're going to make a mistake. Learn from it. We don't have a perfect being. We don't have a remote-controlled dog. We have a living being with us. Let's continue to work together and get what we want from each other, okay? He's a great dog. His brother's a great dog. I think you're going to do real well. You're real experienced at working with big caliber, large caliber dogs, shepherds, dobies, whatnot, and I thank you very much. If you need me, you pick up the phone, 336-945-3232. You know, my website's JimHodgesDogTraining.com, and on Facebook, all you have to do is type in Jim Hodges Dog Trainer, and you'll go to my Facebook fan page. Thank you very much. Take care. Great.